Dermot Gallagher is the referee. Not a winner in the lower half of the table yesterday, so if they can overturn the odds and overcome United. So 4 straight victories for Manchester United in the Premiership, 7 counting the FA Cup ties that have taken them to the 6th round. Čurčić. The Freitas. It's a great try by Čurčić. The serve, and the Danish goalkeeper reached it with some difficulty.
Wonderful piece of football all round. I mentioned Čurčić's contribution at Middlesbrough. This is what I mean. Beautiful give and go. But what about this for a save from the goalkeeper? Look at his position, 8 yards from goal. Absolutely perfect. That right hand comes up and gets the power on it to take it over his bar.
Bolton have a corner. Michael comes through the crowd. Wants to hurl it out towards Giggs. David Lee having to try and curb this Manchester United threat, and he does so. All coming from more top quality goalkeeping from Peter Schmeichel. Not an easy catch. He'd made up his mind to go for the ball. He got it, and as soon as he had, he whipped it out towards Giggs. Keane. Coleman's head. Here's Cantona. Threading it down the left for Philip Neville. A good cross on the run, but with a header.
Well, what a start to the match, man. We thought this would be entertaining. We thought two sides would go at it. Great ball from Cantona. This is a superb cross. He's about 12 yards. Good power in the header from Nicky Butt. Fortunately for him, it's straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
Yes, Bolton's problems have been really defensively. They've tended to self-destruct, and they've got a defensive problem here. There's so much room for Giggs. He's got 3 in red to his left. Giggs does it his own way. It's touched in by Beckham, but Giggs, glorious.
Oh, that's a magnificent goal. I say the goal was a simple finish from Beckham, but what we can all stand and sit and admire is what Ryan Giggs does here. Look at that, they've almost got 4 against 3 here. But from here, it's a bubbly ball, it's doing horrible things. He sets it up for himself. A magnificent attempt. Comes off, first crossbar, then goal post. Beckham did ever so well to follow it in, but watch this for skill. Up it goes. Beautiful volley. He wants his own player to come in comes Beckham. What a start for United.
Čurčić. That's good work from him.
It's worth a shout.
A goal kick.
I tell you, it's worth a shout. Not sure how much Nicky Butt got in the ball. Certainly Čurčić, I felt right at the death. Gets his foot to the ball first here. Oh, it's close. I mean, I think it's a difficult one for Dermot Gallagher. You see Nicky Butt point right away. They both go for it. Yeah, it's touch and go, isn't it?
I think from that angle, it looked as though Butt did just get a toe to it.
Yeah.
Philip Neville's pass, Cole drifting left. Giggs has gone through the middle because of that. Butt arriving, and Cantona as well. Beckham, Andy Cole! Oh. Well, it was a terrific stop by Brannigan, and then Coleman made a meal of knocking it behind for the corner.
Andy Cole will feel he should have scored. I mean, his contribution was great, but having done all that, it is a good save from the goalkeeper. It's good reactions to go back the way where he was coming from and get a hand to it. But Andy Cole should score.
Sellers.
There were 10 minutes and Manchester United could probably be winning this 2-1 instead of 1-0. That's the kind of start we've had.
Manchester United have got Ryan Giggs on the ball again, courtesy of Keane's pass. There's Beckham with another header. On the stretch, well, Bolton collectively and Coleman individually. Bruce! Manchester United have scored twice in 14 minutes at Burnden Park. And Steve Bruce, who's been, by his standards, a bit short of goals in recent Mason climbs here to convert the corner.
Well, I think this is an example of why Bolton are bottom of the league, Mark. It's a bread and butter corner. It's hung up high. It's about 10 yards from goal, and one of the best headers in your opposing side walks in absolutely free, and I mean free. It's a free header by his standards. Just look at him. Look at him walk into space. Walks in between people. It's a free header, and Steve Bruce doesn't often miss them.
Phillips. Bruce this time gets a free kick given against him. Dermot Gallagher just waited for a second before blowing his whistle. Well, is there any sign of complacency in the Manchester United ranks?
Well, he got in, he was in ahead, made his run late and from deep, got in front of Gary Pallister, who I think was the one tracking him. See him come across the face, and he just gets a little on it, not quite enough. Oh, well claimed. There was no trouble in front of him had he spilled it, but nonetheless, that was a super claim from the goalkeeper. He just left everyone behind the Freiras. He fizzes it across the edge of the 6-yard box. He's at full stretch. Good goalkeeping.
Gallagher had to just look at his linesman there before making up his mind whether it was goal kick or corner. Right on the dot, the half-time whistle. Manchester United got off to a very fast start. David Beckham scoring to Reed, who's also at the game today, but watching as his capacity as the Sunderland manager rather than a former Bolton player. That's where he started in football, and that's where his family's loyalties obviously still lie. Blake. And went butt effectively for Manchester United. Had to check to collect Cole's return pass. Diggs against Green, taking the inside route and leaving Bolton very much in his wake once more.
Well, he's playing with such confidence. He had a great start to the half. Drifted out a little bit first half. But when he's on the ball today, or when he's been on the ball today, he's really looked a real threat. Not his strongest side is right, as he comes in on it there.
Diggs. No nonsense stuff from Coleman. Not very sophisticated, but at least they kept Manchester United in their own half, in which they can now break out with Cantona and Irwin. But well, it was near enough for Brannigan to drop to his left.
I didn't quite get it the way he would have liked. Got into that lovely little area just in front of the back four. Just kind of dragged it a little.
Full house at Burnden Park. Churchich with a pass for Nathan Blake. Sellers on the scene again, but on his right foot, and he doesn't want to go for goal. Lee, Sellers on the left foot, forces Schmeichel into a save down by his left-hand post.
Not sure if it was going in, Martin. He had to make the save, he did make the save. But I think this has been the difference. That was a great ball again from Churchich. And then Blake opted then to look for the pass. So again did Sellers, so again did Lee. Finally, when they do take the shot, well, probably just sneaking wide.
Blake, it's a useful ball for De Freitas. Blake goes on into the centre. Here he is, and he doesn't make contact. Half a chance. Lee. Looking better for Bolton Wanderers, if only they can get one back. Well, that was ambitious from Thompson.
It's a little, but that's one of the best pieces of play the front two have put together today. So up to De Freitas, back to Blake. And De Freitas makes the run in behind, and he does pick out Blake well, doesn't panic, slots it back. It is half a chance, you have to say. It just bounces before Nathan Blake, which may have made it a little more difficult for him.
This is Cantona, but not before the ball had bounced up for Fairclough. Neville. Giggs. It's Andy Cole, and he's going to get there first, and that's the spell he's going through.
Again, he's getting himself into positions to miss chances. But like so many that he's having at the moment, he's not doing enough with them. It's a decent opportunity. The angle is tight. It's not on his strongest side.
Judging by that substitution, Manchester United are sitting pretty. Whether Bolton can make him regret the change remains to be seen.
Well, he certainly didn't look as if he was carrying an injury mark, and I can only think that Alex Ferguson feels that he's done his job, Ryan, and they're 2-0 up. They're fairly comfortable. It gets Brian McClair a run out.
It wasn't too comfortable from Gary Pallister that led to Irwin conceding the corner. And they've got Giggs out of the way, Bolton. Now they've got this 2-goal deficit to try and make inroads into, and they've got David Lee on the edge of the area. Fresh from his first goal of the season at Middlesbrough last weekend, but not a second here at home.
Well, they don't quite clear the header. It's into the near post. The first touch wasn't the best. Doesn't quite kill it enough. And that's why it's always bouncing up. He's hitting it on the up.
Cantona. Neville. But it's a lovely cut back by Neville, who you remember did the same for Lee Sharp to win the Manchester Derby in the FA Cup last Sunday.
And a good run back first half for Butt as well, Martin, and he headed it straight at the goalkeeper. This is a more difficult header, but a better one second half, because he gets it down and he gets it towards the corner, and it does have the goalkeeper scrambling.
McClair. Cole has slipped. Coleman, great chance, and this one he has smashed it.
Oh, that's a great goal. Brian McClair deserves a big piece of thanks, and he's getting it from Andy Cole for a super little touch. But he had a lot to do, Andy Cole. Still had a lot to do from here. He opts for power, and I think he's sensible. He's struggling for goals, he's looking for a goal. You put your boot through the back of the ball and you strike it hard and true at goal. And he did just that. And this time, although it does come off the woodwork, he gets his reward for a good piece of skill.
Well, with a 3-goal cushion, it's Eric Cantona who's withdrawn. And the player who is still Manchester United's leading scorer, Paul Scholes, although Andy Cole is creeping ever closer. 11 goal Scholes, 2 of them came at Bolton's expense at Old Trafford in September, remember. So Scholes gets a taste of the action. McClair, and it's Scholes straight away. And my word, what an arrival that would have been. Still Churchich and Sellers. Bolton have John McGinley getting ready to perhaps come on. It's taking the tracksuit bottoms off. It's Lee lashing it well wide as McGinley gets ready. Let's look again at Andy Cole.
That's what he does well, turns inside Coleman, Martin. Then he steadies himself, and I wondered, will he try and slot it? But I think the fact that he's found goals hard to come by made his mind up. And I think that shows how much that means not only to Andy Cole but his manager as well.
McGinley. Thompson. It's easy for Schmeichel, and even if it hadn't been, the flag was up for offside.
Well, there'll be absolutely no rush from now till the 90th minute, Manchester United, to do anything. They would have regarded this as a tricky fixture today, with all the history behind it as well.
Cole. Scholes. He's added to his total It's number 12 of the season for Paul Scholes, whose appearances have been so restricted. A little deflection on the way as Simon Coleman left Rueful again. But it's 4-0 to Manchester United.
Well, it's no surprise he scores, because this lad's just a goal scorer. He does get a deflection, the goalkeeper might well have saved it. But as I say so often, when you're down there, well, these sort of things just don't go for you. Slight deflections, and the pace on the ball just give Brannigan absolutely no chance.
Well, we're not exactly, Andy, in the situation of the Championship race where goal difference is certain to play a part, but if it does, Manchester United have just a peg back a bit at Newcastle today. And they're playing with the air of a side not satisfied with the floor, but this is McClare, Scholes! Oh, he looked for the flag, and it didn't go up, and it's 5-0.
He takes out some good positions, I tell you. Amazing. On he comes, whether it's offside or not. Certainly one or two arms went up, and maybe one or two questions on whether he's offside. Might well be in line. It's touch and go. Thompson's the one who's, well, he's the last defender, if you like, as Cole just touches it back here. No, he's not offside. It's a good decision from the linesman. And just an instinctive finish. Scholes, it's flashing across the face of him. Out comes a foot. That's in the net.
Well, it's not just winning for Manchester United here, it's the way they're winning. And that's away from home, bottom club or not. De Freitas. Djurcic. And Nathan Blake must score. But
Flags up.
It's not going to count.
Certainly flag went up very quickly. We'll see again, Djurcic the one who's offside. You see Nathan Blake, yeah. Might well be Blake who's given offside from the initial shot.
McGinley. Thompson having a crack. Green. Well, Scott Green's been converted into a right back. If you really press him on his preferred position, he'll tell you he wants to be a striker, really. Thompson with the free kick. Free header from De Freitas. And I suppose, in a way, that sums up the difference between being successful and not.
Yeah, when you're playing for Manchester United and you're Andy Cole, you can miss headers like that in the first half and maybe be confident that it won't matter too much. He didn't really get a good contact, came off his shoulder in actual fact. But when you're struggling and when you're with Bolton at the bottom of the division, well, it's more important that you score them, I think.
And as Dermot Gallagher looks at his watch, we've seen the gulf between second and bottom in the FA Carling Premiership. Scholes. McClare trying to cushion it. Cole. But is there another one? It's 6-0. And Nicky Butt in stoppage time gets his name on the list of scorers as well.
Well, I said he came close, Martin. Him and Roy Keane have been excellent today. And this happened 5 minutes ago. And he might have just shaded Roy Keane because of the simple fact he scored. It's a great finish. Brannigan goes to ground. And he's so aware of that fact. And what does he do? Just lifts it over the goalkeeper into the roof of the net. Super goal. Great finish from the kid.
Well, what a profitable 4 days it's been for Manchester United. 2 wins in the Premiership, while Newcastle have managed just 1 point